For example, today I started my day at a meeting at the Exchange Bank in downtown Santa Rosa. I'm on the board of a group called Sunny Hills Services, and it's a nonprofit group that primarily focuses on Latino youth to try and help them who are struggling with school or struggling with issues, and they try and get them services to where they stay in school because being out of school is a big indicator that you might have trouble at some point in your life. So this group focuses all on youth who maybe do not have the resources to either be in school or to after school programs, things like that. And I'm on their board, and we try and raise money to provide these services. So that's how I started my day. Now I'm here. I'll go back to work. It depends on what's there. I have an assistant, and I didn't bring my phone in here. I don't bring it when I'm talking to people, but she pretty much guides my day. So I'll get to work, and she'll say, this is what you've got today. You're going to Rotary, or you're doing this. I spend about half of my time in the office, either signing things or making decisions for the sheriff's office, and then about half the time out in the community doing things like this. I don't do a lot of there's 800 people that work at the sheriff's office, and there's a lot going on there. My budget's $140 million. And so I have a lot of people that work there that do the actual day-to-day work. And at my point, they're coming to me with, hey, we think we need to go down this path, or we don't. And so I spend a lot of time saying yes, no, and signing paperwork. It's almost so simple, it's complicated. When you call the fire department, they come to help you. Whether your house is on fire, or whether you're sick, right? They come to help you. The cops are there to help you too, but we might not help you in the same way. So there's many times we have to go to a house, and maybe mom or dad or both are so drunk or on drugs that they can't care for their kids. So then we have to take the kids. Other kids see that. The cops were here, they took the kids, or the cops were here and dad had to go to jail. If dad's beating up mom, dad's gonna go to jail. But when you're 3 years old, you don't understand the dynamic between why did the cops take dad away. And I think there's just no way around that. We have to have that in our society. We have to have people to enforce the rules. But anyone, whether it's the teacher at school, most schools, there's a vice principal, right, for example, who does most of the discipline. You look, that vice principal is not going to be as popular as the principal. The people who have to enforce rules in society, whether they're right or wrong, are just never going to be, there's going to be some animosity. That's just human nature, I think. I think it's unfortunate, but I think it's a reality of it. And the firefighters, when was the last time a firefighter pulled you over and gave you a ticket? It doesn't happen. It's a very, very different dynamic. And there's many people, though, I'm not complaining, because most people, what I get from people is, thanks for what you do, and we appreciate what the cops do. I get far more of that than I do complaints. Not to the level of firefighters, of course. Not, people aren't trying to buy my dinner and give me a hug, but they're more appreciative. What we can do to change that, I think the more things we can do like this. The more things we can do, I mentioned I used to teach DARE at an elementary school. The more things where we can show at the younger the ages where people are less set in their ways, that the cops are going to enforce the rules, but we're people too, and we truly do want to help people. The vast majority of us, 90%, are good folks that want to do the right thing. I think where law enforcement gets bad is where we haven't been good at admitting our mistakes, and we need to be more open with, we messed up, we need to go say we're sorry and move on, because our mistakes are highly publicized. If someone who's my dad was a plumber, so I pick on plumbers, so I'm not disparaging plumbers. If some plumber does something wrong tomorrow, it's not going to be on the front page of the Press Democrat. If a cop does, it's going to be on the front page of the Press Democrat. And so I think that the media drives some of it. So I think the best way is through things like this. There's probably people in here who maybe don't like the cops. There may be people in here who don't like me, but at least we're talking today, and you're going, okay, this guy went to high school, he got in trouble. He's relatively, right, normal for an old guy, right? And so I think those type of things, as much as we can do, is really the only way to break down those barriers. Well, there's some laws that give me discretion, and there's some that don't. So any law that says you shall do this, I don't have discretion. I'm going to follow the law whether I disagree with it or not. And I tell people, people didn't elect me to be the sheriff for what Steve Freitas thinks personally. You elected me to follow the laws. I don't make the laws at all. The legislature makes the laws. The courts interpret the laws, and whatever they tell me I have to do, I'm going to follow that whether I personally agree or not. There's things that I personally disagree with. But it doesn't matter what I think, because as soon as the cops start picking and choosing which laws to follow, I think that's anarchy, and we cannot have that. Now, the laws that do give me discretion, for example, when I became sheriff, I made a lot of changes around towing of people's cars, right? I didn't think I had things. When it came to immigration, I didn't have some choices. When it came to towing people's cars, those said, you can do this, or you may do this. Those are the ones that give me the wiggle room. And then I try and, I thought people getting their cars towed, the penalty for that was so severe, it just didn't seem fair to me. So we just stopped doing that. So some of it is just whatever my sense of fairness would be. But I talk to people first. I just don't sit up there in my office and go, oh, I've got a great idea, let's do this. I talk to people about it first. Yeah. It would be to, as much as you can, think about your choices. I think you should take risks. I tell my kids, my life motto is when in doubt, accelerate. So take some risks, but learn from those mistakes. Absolutely stay in school. And there's adults in your life who I guarantee you think you know more than they do, and you probably do about a lot of things, but they've been through things that they know also. And listen to the wisdom of your teachers, your parents, whoever that is for you, your family. Listen to their wisdom because they've been there and done that, and you just can't understand it until you're there. And there's people that care about you. Never forget that.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Huerta.
Hi, my name is Eric Carrillo.
Hi, my name is Yamara Alvarez.
Hi, my name is Andrea Chavez.
Hi, my name is Luis Hernandez.
Hi, my name is Lisette Martin.